Hello, everyone. Welcome to the host coaching call number 6 and the last one at this point. After these hosting calls, we will start having weekly check-ins with you to know how your progress is going. And also, if you have any further question, you can, of course, contact us and we'll be glad to help you in this process of planning your DigiEdu Hack 2024. But let's get to the last coaching call and what it entails. Today, we will be talking about onboarding mentors and jury plus the solution evaluation. Let's get started with the agenda. We will understand what is the jury's work, how the solution submission works, also how should you do your evaluation and scoring, the jury deliberation, the submitting your winner solution, and also the next steps. Without further delay, let's jump right into the jury's work. Before the evaluation and towards the end of the hackathon, take a moment to reconvene the jury and run through the steps of their contribution to the hackathon. The jury first will focus on the evaluation, and this happens in the solution presentation point. If your event has a pitching or a Q&A session, each team gets 5 minutes to pitch their final solutions, including any demos or MVPs. Any sort of things should be presented within these 5 minutes. And offer also the jury 3 to 5 minutes time so they can ask questions regarding the team's work and progress and also clarify details. After they ask questions, they visualize the presentation, then you can have the fill-in scores part. So allow the juries to take a moment after each presentation, the Q&A, so they can fill in their scores and they don't forget their first impressions of their teams that were presented to them. They can later finalize their scores and even review them in the jury deliberation, but at this point it's important that they do a pre-assessment of the evaluations. If you plan to have a deliberation in your event, this is the moment where your moderator also takes part of the deliberation process, and it should aggregate all the jury scores, try to consolidate them, and also make a master score sheet where it can see the best teams according to the scores. After you have done this, you can then proceed to the jury deliberation, where you compare the top 5 teams, so to say, and then you try to figure out who are the winners for your hackathon. The jury's work focus on solution presentation and Q&A. These are recommendations on what the Q&A between teams and judges can look like. Keep the questions to the point. The jury should be given 3 to 5 minutes strict time to ask questions, and also advise the juries to ask short to the point questions to leave as much time as possible for the teams to answer. Focus of the questions. The questions should be based always in the evaluation criteria, and as a host or a moderator, it's recommended to have a few backup questions in so that you make sure that all the teams have their time for questions, even though the juries might not have any questions for them. Similarly, you can also advise your jury to prepare to ask a question to every team. Example questions: who is your solution primary target audience? What other fields or audience your solution could serve? How long until the product is ready? These are recommendations and should be adapted to what deliverables you are asking for the teams and what your event's evaluation process is. And now we jump into the solution submission. Slides. Usually, we recommend that you ask your teams the slides to guide their pitch, and the teams can submit these ahead of time before the presentations, so you can also have all the slides ready on your computer or on your staff computer so teams can present that. Then you can also choose recorded pitches. It's a good practice to ask teams to record their pitch, especially when you are conducting online or blended events where the teams are not fully present or physically present. And you never know if someone is going to be like, oh, my screen sharing doesn't work, my sound doesn't work, there is noise around. So you should ask for a pre-recorded video. One requirement will be having a floating head over the slides. It doesn't need to be all the team members, might be just the person who is pitching, but so we keep the concept of the real pitch, that is one person pitching at all times. These videos can also be submitted in the web portal. Then we have the demos or extras. If you have any specific requirements for your hackers or they want to add more, you can find additional fields and file uploaded options, and then you can, like, in according to what you want, you can choose the format that you are allowing. When to submit the pitch materials? Good question. We recommend that you set a reasonable deadline so you have time to go through the pitches and see if everything is okay, if someone is missing. So before 1 to 2 hours will be an ideal time to ask your participants to deliver their pitch. Then the teams can use the remaining time to practice to the pitch or review details, you know, whatever they want to do. And where to submit the materials. Share the submission form link from your personal area under the participants tab, link on the right of participant's name, and then the same link for all. With participants long before the submission deadline. Only one member of each team should submit, so no need to every single member submit one solution. And approve solutions. You can find the submitted solutions from your personal space in the solutions tab. From there, you can approve the solutions. Approving means that you are sure it's unique from your event. Approving displays the solution publicly on digieduhack.com. And now we have here the published the solution. We have here your personal area, your profile, your account details, the challenge management, and then we have here the solutions, and you can click here, go live visible, and then the solution will be approved. Evaluation and scoring, how do that happen? The jury will score the teams based on the evaluation criteria that are in the evaluation grid. We have the scoring scales, and we have either a 10 points criteria or a 15 points criteria. In the 10 points criteria, excellent is 9 to 10, good 7 to 8, fair 5 to 6, poor 3 to 4, not good 1 to 2. In the 15 points criteria, excellent, we have from 13 to 15, good 10 to 12, fair 7 to 9, poor 4 to 6, not good 1 to 3. Then the quality of the solution, 15 points. For example, to what extent the solution is clear, straightforward, and easy to understand its value propositions and objectives. How well did the team respond to the needs and trends of digital education, and to what extent the solution combines different technologies or approach, or stakeholders profiles, and if it requires interdisciplinarity as well as collaboration to be implemented. Quality of the teamwork, 10 points. The guidance will be, to what extent do the team members have proven experience and expertise and competencies in the thematic field concerned, as well as the necessary capacity to successfully implement the idea? Do they have complementary skills? Do they show engagement, motivation, and commitment to put the idea forward? Relevance to the spirit of DigiEduHack 2024, 15 points. How well the solutions match its annual theme, the category, and the challenge identified. To what extent demonstrates it could have a high potential impact, bringing in added value to a variety of target groups and triggering a positive, significant change to the education context. To what extent anticipates the future digital education key issues, providing solutions to them. And then the relevance, we have to 10 points to a wider social spectrum. To what extent does the solution have a positive impact in the social and environment level? Have inclusion and diversity aspects has been taken into consideration, and to what extent will vulnerable communities or minorities benefit from this solution? We have here the originality with 15 points. In this criterion, you'll consider to what extent the solution is an original idea, having elements of innovativeness, and compared to what's already existing in the education sector practitioners. In other words, this criteria evaluates uniqueness, the level of creativity, and to what extent the solution proposed is disruptive. Then we have the feasibilities with 15 points, and in this part, we want to consider the extent to which a solution is viable, and if its description includes a tentative, realistic implementation plan, highlighting main overall milestones, resources required, and key eventual barriers foreseen. Sustainability, it gets in the 15 points group, and in this criteria, we'll consider to the extent to which the presented solution, once implemented as a prototype, has potential to successfully be further upscaled to become a sustainable solution in a mid-long term, and the transferability when we consider if the proposed solutions could be used and applied to other relevant education and learning contexts or disciplines. Now that we went through the scoring, we can dive deeper into the jury deliberation. In the jury deliberation is the time that your jury gets to decide the winners. And for this process, the host and moderator should collect the scores from all the judges. And then you aggregate the scores per team, points from judge 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then you gather the jury in private, and if it's online, you can create a private link for them or a breakout room that only juries are allowed for the deliberation. To save time in this process, it's recommended to create a top score team, for example, the top 10, according to the aggregated scores. And then discuss the teams off the side, the top, if the jury wishes to do so. But the main focus should be the top teams. Decide upon the winning team. You can have more than one local team as long as you only submit one grand winning team to the global competition. The grand winner should be chosen based on the highest scores. The jury will settle on what prizes to award as applicable and decide if the judges want to present the winning team at the awards ceremony. It's recommended to book around 1 hour for this session, so organizers have time to update slides, price checks, and get everything ready for the award team names before the awarding ceremony. Submit your winner solution. What steps you need to take? After the winners of your hackathon have been chosen, you must select which of the two solution categories they fit the best. 1, the social impact or the disruptive technology. There is also experience level designation for beginner or experienced hackers to select based upon some provided criteria that we will see in the next slides. The winning team's information needs to be added to your host personal area on the website prior to the end of the main stage event on 13th of November. See the second web guide for instructions on how to add this information. It's crucial that the winner can communicate about their solutions in English. All right, now going towards the experience level category. So you have here some guiding questions. The first about the hackathon experience, the second about the skills level, and the third about the maturity level. So in the first question, have the team members participate previously in several hackathons. It means that they have some exposure to similar events. Then the skills level is, do teams members have prior and knowledge about digital education or innovation? It means that these topics are not new to them. And then the maturity of the solution, have the team members already worked on the solution prior to their participation in DigiEduHack? It means the solution was not ideated during the hackathon. 2 or 3 clicks on yes means experience, except when the only yes is given to the question 1. The resulting category in that case will be experience. The statement after each question is only for clarification purposes. Answers to a question can only be yes or no. As a reference, these questions are very much linked with the sub-creation 1.2. Results definition. 2 or 3 clicks on no means beginner, except when there are 2 no's given to Q2 and Q3. The resulting category in that case will be experience. Moving on to the solution category. We have again the guiding questions, and then we try to fit into the disruptive technology or social impact. The question is, does the solution introduce a novel tool or technology, or does it rather propose significant added value to the society? The question 2, does the solution focus on the challenging and reshaping existing markets and aims to create economy value, or focus on addressing societal issues and creating positive change? Monetary or non-monetary cost? And then we have the question number 3, that is the target audience. Does the solution target business, industries, consumers, or does it target individuals, communities, specific society groups that require assistance support? And then we have here the disruptive technology and social impact. You can count how many yeses each subcategory obtain, and the one having 2 or more will determine in which category is your winner running for. Guidance. The first part of the questions refer to the column disruptive technology and the second to social impact. There can only be 1 yes and 1 no per question. Answers are exclusive. If we click yes to disruptive technology, we have to click no to the society impact, and vice versa. As a reference, these questions are very much linked with the sub-criterion 1.1, quality of the solution proposed, and to the criterion 2. Moving on to submitting your winner solution. How is the process? First, you approve and publish the solutions from your host personal area and see the web guide and also the reference that I just showed you a couple of minutes ago. Second, select your local winner from your personal space. You have the space to select if this solution is a local winner. Choose the global award category your local winner is competing for based on the guiding questions, and send the winner form link to the winning team. They fill in with more information about their solution for the global award evaluation. They have 10 days to do this via the winner's form. Find the link in your personal area solutions tab once the solutions are approved. Last but not the least, attend the main stage event online. After this, what happens? DigiEduHack steering group will determine which winner becomes the big finalist of Global DigiEduHack competition. The finalists will be revealed early in January 2025. The finalist solution will then undergo a public voting during this time, so people can select their favorite solutions in each category. The elected winning teams will be eligible for the global level prizes if they succeed as this tier of the competition. The global award winners of DigiEduHack 2024 will be revealed in March 2025. Well, This is all from my side. And if any aspect of this coaching calls weren't still clear to you, you can contact us through our email, contact@dgerohack.com. Feel free to put all the message that you need until you feel secure to host your challenge. This is the end of our coaching calls, but no worries, we will be still meeting every Friday for weekly check-ins and for me to get to know if you have any extra questions. Thank you so much and good luck with your journey and publishing your hackathons for DJ Edu Hack 2024. We are excited to see your submission.